Okay, so this is a formula of genetic gain. Don't be afraid. Genetic gains is correlated with reliability. The more reliable evaluation you have, the more efficient you are. It's quite logical. It's related to the intensity of selection. What is intensity? It's the number of candidates that you will enter into your genomic scheme. And of course, if you test more candidates, you have a bigger probability to get good candidates. It depends on the individual variability, and you need variability to select animals, and it depends on the heritability, and the most heritable, if you have low heritable trait, it's more difficult, and it's inversely correlated with the generation interval. So if you use genomic selection, we increase the genetic gain by acting on an increased reliability, as I explained to you at the beginning, but we also have an impact on the generation interval because, as I explained to you before with the progeny testing, we knew the potential of animals when they were 5 or 6 years old, and now we know the potential of the animal at birth. So it's a huge impact on the generation interval. But if you add reproductive technologies, and especially sex semen, but also embryo biotechnologies, you can act on intensity of selection because you will be able to conceive more candidates within the same period of time, and you will also impact the generation interval. So that the use of reproductive biotechnologies will be impacted very soon and starts to be impacted by this genomic selection. And one example is a very easy example. If you use superovulation and embryo transfer during a 6-month period, you will be able to do 3 flushings. You will be able to get, on average, 6 embryos per flush. So that if you have 50% of pregnancy, at the end of the 6 months, you will be able to conceive 9 calves instead of 1, compared with a normal insemination. If you use ovum pickup, collection of oocyte combined with in vitro fertilization, you will be able to have maybe 3 or 4 embryos per session. You can repeat them 1 or 2 weeks apart. And you could add the use of sex semen so that you should have 90% of females. If you have the same pregnancy results, you will be able, in the same time period, to obtain 24 female calves. So it's really powerful, and you can, if you want, you can really boost and accelerate the intensity of selection by using these technologies. So that means to have more matings within the same period of time with allied donor females, to shorten the generation interval and to increase the number of candidates.